Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Virtual GM Podcast. Today we talk about the 3 tips for your social media. We have our social media content creator, Kyle Aldridge, and director of social media, Kyle Aldridge, in the studio with us today. Stay tuned to the end because that's when we drop all the heat.
What's up, guys? This is the Virtual GM Podcast. I'm your guest host, Kyle Aldridge. With me today, I have Cody and Spencer.
The normal host.
The normal hosts, yeah, the regular guys.
Wow, I loved how you just grabbed hold of that.
That's what I do, man.
Great.
That was... Wow.
What's up, Kyle?
What's up, guys?
Today is Kyle's last, kind of.
It's not my last. They keep telling me I'm leaving. They're like, oh, okay, bye, Kyle. Like, it's your last day ever. You're quitting.
So we work. Okay, you hit it.
I'm just moving. I work remote. I've been remote like for half of a year.
Yeah, but that's not really true because you're at the office every day.
No,
recently.
not every day.
Until recently, yeah.
Well, yeah, but the amount of time like I'm not in the office is a lot.
Well, that's just not a very hard worker is all.
So at Vibrant, we work a hybrid.
Ouch.
We work a hybrid. So on Mondays and Thursdays, we're in the office. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, we're remote. And Cody and Breck are going to be gone on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So today is really kind of like your last day with them.
Yeah, it's my last day.
I'll see you on
like,
Thursday.
in office. Yeah, I'll see Spencer and Leah get a kick it. But
It's pretty sad.
Yep. Rip.
I'm going to have to like push the conference table up against the wall and I'll just like put up a picture of you and play ping pong against you.
Big rep. Yeah.
The wall officially will count.
We got to put this up a little bit more. There we go.
All right. Should we get it rolling?
Yeah. What do you
Oh,
think?
yeah. You sound way better.
So today's episode is going to be like one of those road trips where you get in the car and you're not really sure where you're headed.
Just buckle up.
But we did want to have Kyle with us. What was really nice is Pat's Blue Ribbon actually sponsored Kyle's last day in the office, which is great.
Shout out to
Thanks,
Pat.
Taps.
Thank you, PBR. We thought it'd be appropriate to celebrate the sad passing of Kyle Aldridge up to Ogden.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Very sad.
Ogden, I'm coming at you. So if you're listening, be ready.
Going to be some good Ogden bike riding content.
Oh, yeah.
Have you thought about it? Where you're going to ride your bike up there?
No, but the bright side is I'm just going to ride it anywhere I want because I never
It'll
been up
all
there.
be new.
Well, I've never been there, but like, yeah, it'll all just be new terrain for me to rip
How
around.
close is your house to the downtown?
About 20 minutes via bike.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
so
so-
not going to be a lot of downtown footage.
No, there
then.
will be, I'm sure. I work remote now, so I'm going to go what I want, do what I want, where I want, you know?
So let's do this. Let's do a segue. Spencer, do you want to kick us off?
Yeah, I do want to kick us off. Let's see. Yeah. We forgot to shout out our main sponsor.
Sean Cannell.
Shout out to Sean.
And if you're listening, he's what? 1 week?
July 7th.
Yeah.
I forgot you guys are getting him on.
Yeah, it's exciting
you
stuff.
know we are.
That is very exciting. Has that announcement's been made on here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
The
July
man who
7th,
started it
yeah.
all.
Yep. It's true. We wouldn't have this
It's
podcast
true, yeah.
without him. 100%.
Huge shout out, Sean.
Okay, segue. So personal, this weekend I moved, which was really exciting. So I'm in a new house, downtown St.
Dope.
George. Yep. My dog likes it a lot.
Are you at all concerned that Snow will jump over that little fence?
No, but
It's like a
I'm
little
just trying to
kid
get
fence.
her used to the yard
Yeah.
first and just like have her learn. So eventually I'll let her out, but right now like she's at my house. She's in
Oh,
the
okay,
house.
so
She's
you're
inside.
not comfortable letting her just in the yard for now.
Not yet, but like when I work from home tomorrow, I'll let her out there just so like I can be home and keep an eye
Yeah.
on her. And then I have a bunch of Ring cameras, so like I'll get those installed.
But no concern, she'll just jump over it.
She's too afraid.
Okay.
Yeah. She's too afraid. And she's getting
Awesome.
old. Like, I don't know if she could bound the fence anymore. She might be able to.
Dude, if I could do it, she could do it.
We'll have to test.
I think, I think so.
It's gonna be a
I
jump
think
off.
it's official.
Yeah.
Be a jump off. Yeah.
For sure. On Thursday, we'll do a jump off. And then, man, business was amazing. So, another business that Cody and I are involved in is Vibrant Marketing. You can check it out.
Ew.
vibrantmarketing.co. And we officially signed another client to vibrantmarketing.co, and that's been going really well. In fact, just had a really great call 2 minutes before rolling into this podcast
Yeah, buddy.
about Vibrant Marketing. So very excited about that.
Okay, so I can't remember what my segue was last week. I didn't talk about our content day, did I?
Not here.
Okay, perfect. So,
Oh, no, you did. Last week you did talk about that.
I did. That
Yep,
was my
yep,
business best.
yep,
Okay.
you did.
Well, perfect. Then my other business best would be because I know we talked about the Hotel Zaz, but I don't think that I use that
did.
as my segue.
Nope.
And so I'd say connecting with will you pronounce her name for me?
Charmene.
Connecting with
I'm
Charmene
gonna text Charmene right now too.
About Hotels As and starting that relationship with them. For those of you that are listening and didn't listen to the last episode, it's this incredible property in Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's actually the hotel that Charmene grew up in and has completely zazzified it and has gotten recognized on Forbes, and it's just really quite incredible. And so I finally got to connect with her last week and talk about some future projects and how we're going to work together, and that was super exciting. So I'll say that was my business best. And then Father's Day was obviously on Sunday. My dad has always wanted to get his teeth whitened, and so we went and did that together. That was actually pretty cool. I'm an ambassador. We whiten. Let's go.
Shout out, we whiten. We whiten.
I'll put my code in the show notes. You get $20 off. It's kind of a big deal.
Is that thing real?
Yeah.
I get DMs from them all the time.
Dude, do it.
I used to get DMs from them.
I should.
Yeah.
Thanks for diminishing my
Oh, I'm so sorry. That's on me.
So that was fun. We did that. It was 90 minutes, which I thought like I was going to go in there for 20 minutes.
That's
So
a
it
long
was-
smile.
time.
Look whiter.
They are, yeah. They
Yeah,
did it
they-
before and after. It's not like so extreme that you would see me and be like, oh, you got your teeth whitened.
Oh.
But it certainly was a couple
Nice.
shades whiter. So it was worth it. And then we went golfing together. So me and my son Cash and Megan and my dad and then my daughter drove in the cart. So that was super fun. And I recorded the U.S. Open, went home and watched that. Watched my boy from Colorado win. Colorado sports are just taking storm. And then I watched the F1 race to end the night. So not much of a race. Verstappen just led the whole way, but really good ending for those. Like 6 through 12 was pretty exciting, the whole race.
Yeah. Even the top, like if you just subtract Verstappen, it was still like pretty.
Yeah, because actually,
Because then if you look at it that way, Fernando won.
Fernando and Lewis had some duels.
Yeah.
They were hitting the what is it? Not RPS. That doesn't sound right.
RBIs round.
No.
And
What is
who-
that? What's
who
that
was
thing?
it?
Where they pull around them when they get behind them. DRS.
DRS. Nailed it. Yep.
Yep.
Which person caught the snitch?
Who
Who was that?
Hagrid did. I'm
Did
pretty
he-
sure.
when
Yeah,
he
it was
got up
Hagrid.
there?
Yeah,
Okay.
when he was on his broom and
I
cut
couldn't
the
remember if
snitch.
it was Hagrid or
What the
Well,
hell
because
are you guys
Harry
talking
took
about?
Harry took a bludger.
no way.
Yeah, he took a bludger to the kneecap. It's bad. Big blowout.
What in the world are you guys talking about?
I thought Luke Skywalker took the bludger.
No, Luke was he cut the quaffle in half. Quaffle?
Mal, you put
Waffle.
show notes in there to edit this whole part. I don't know what happened.
We just threw a little bit of Harry Potter Quidditch in there for you. Come on, get with it.
Come on, man.
Never seen it, never read it.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and do my segue since
Hit it.
Cody's definitely out of the loop.
Yep.
Let's see. Personal? Or should I start with work? Let's go work. Since I've been on this podcast last, I did a week out of the office, basically. I went to one of our properties, Zion Wildflower, got to shoot content there, and then I hit like a little Zion loop and hit some of those properties. And then I drove to Torrey, Utah. Oh no, and then I drove to Moab, and then we did a content shoot there with one of our clients. Shout out Desert Solitude.
Content turned out amazing.
It was fantastic. We just drove around, basically off-roaded for 2 days and just hung
Yeah, it
out.
looks so cool.
And then I got to go to a music festival with Spencer and Kayla and my partner Liv. So that was super fun. Yeah, won't do that anymore.
Easy.
Yeah. But yeah, so we did that and had an absolute blast. Got to sing on stage. Got to represent Vibrant.
Yeah, it was really cool. Jump in the pool.
Yeah, it was a rad.
Their pool
rad
facility
time.
is so great.
Yeah, the pool is fantastic.
They
They got to
did a
get
good
that
job.
content uploaded.
Yeah.
So for the listeners,
Shout out to Cougar
yeah,
Ridge for
talking
that.
about Cougar Ridge, they
Yeah.
just got their
Oh,
pool
yeah.
done. They've been working on that for quite some time. I mean, really in conception since we started working with them. I mean, I've seen countless drawings of Gary's as he was mapping out the pool and where it was going to go and how it was going to be and trying to get him to be a believer in that whole concept. And so now it's just, I really believe one of the coolest places you could take your family because it was already amazing and epic. Before that, you have all the animals and all the space to explore, but now having that pool facility, it really is just an incredible place to go.
Yeah, the cabanas on the side too are a really nice touch. We got to play cornhole
Oh,
up
yeah.
on that upper level, which was really fun.
Yeah.
So they did a really good job with it.
They did. So that was amazing. And then personal, I'm moving up to Ogden, which for me is really exciting. I've been in Cedar City now for 7 years. And I love Cedar City. It's been fantastic. I'm ready for something new, ready for something different. Now that
And
I'm
you
done
love
with-
Ogden.
I do love Ogden. I'm a sucker for Ogden.
Man, if there's some person who loves Ogden, it's Kyle.
It's this guy right here.
Yeah,
This guy
that man loves Ogden.
loves it. Yeah, so I'm moving up there with one of my best friends. Going to be 30 minutes closer, or I'll be 30 minutes from Liv, my girlfriend. So she's in Salt Lake. And then, yeah, I'm just excited to the next chapter, really. I'm just excited to kick off the next chapter.
Yeah, because this is like
for
your
you.
official, you graduated, and now it's like this is really that next chapter in your life.
Yeah,
Starting
100%.
starting new, you know?
Yeah.
Leaving the place that you went to school for all those years. And
Yeah.
why were you in Cedar for 7 years? That long? Is that how long
School
it took you to get through
minute.
school?
I think I was 5.5 years in school.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you just like Cedar, so you stuck around.
Well, I mean, I've only been out. Maybe
So that means
I'm
you-
not a maths guy, just so everybody knows.
Did you start school as soon as you moved to Cedar?
Yeah.
So it took you 6 years to get through school.
Well, no, because I actually finished school in December.
Right.
So 5.5. And then I like walked this year. That's one of the other reasons I stuck around, was because I was going to walk and I was like,
Oh yeah,
meh,
I
whatever.
remember
Also,
that.
when I was, so I was supposed to sign a 6-month lease in July last year, and they sent over the lease and it was a year. And I reached out and I was like, hey, this says a year. Can you send me a 6-month? And she was like, yeah, I can rewrite that. And then I was like, hold off a second. And then it just felt right. And I just signed the year lease. And so it worked out. My lease is up in July, and
How was walking?
nice.
it was fun. It was really cool to have my family there.
Did it feel like you'd done this amazing thing and like that really symbolized the end of this journey you were on? Or
I think it was validating. I don't know that like I felt anything like crazy different.
yeah.
It was cool, like it was fun, but I don't think that there was like I don't know, because I've been done for a minute.
Yeah, you have.
I mean, I was checked out
Did
like
you
my
get a
third semester in. So
Did you get a plaque or your diploma?
I'm getting my diploma framed.
Yeah.
I haven't even seen my diploma yet. My grandma,
Oh,
it got
nice.
mailed to my house in my hometown.
Hobble Creek?
Yeah, Pablo Creek. And it got mailed there, and then, yeah, my grandma forgot to bring it down for my graduation, so I haven't even seen it yet.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Yeah, so next time I see it, hopefully it'll be in a frame, and
I wish I had a diploma I could frame. That'd be a cool thing. to have
that's the
around.
only reason I like went to school, is to get a diploma framed on my wall.
I'll just take my dad's, I guess, when he
It's an
passes.
expensive
go.
frame.
It's an expensive frame. Have you guys seen that? Did I send you like my $42,000 shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah, I borrowed a School of Business
so
shirt from
clever.
SUU and sent a picture to all my friends and said, "This is my $42,000."
You borrowed it? Like, you
Well,
gave
I'm
that
not.
to him?
No, I took it. I stole
Just
it.
a long-term borrow.
AJ, I'm sorry. I took that shirt.
You know AJ listens to the podcast.
Yeah,
too,
of
so
course.
she's
That's why
coming
I'm
for that.
Yeah,
shirt,
she better.
Oh,
yeah, it's a
yeah.
great shirt. It's one of my favorite polos.
There you go.
naturally.
So we thought today, in honor of having you on the podcast, because we've really, as a company, we have shifted so much in the way that as we market, the way that we market ourselves, our clients, and certainly social media. And as the director of social media, I thought it'd be fun just to kind of talk about all the changes that we've seen. Because you've been with us for how long?
Over 2 years now.
Because
2 years was May 10th was 2 years.
So just barely over 2 years. Wow,
Yeah.
seems like way longer than that. So it's quite amazing to think about where we were, and we'll just be transparent because I think it's so good for the audience to hear like our shortcomings and our growth pains
Oh, yeah.
from where we were when you started. And I don't actually remember, because when you first came on board, it was kind of you did a little bit of everything. How long was it until you had like ownership of socials?
Ooh, that's a good.
I mean, I think it was pretty quick, because I think I came in and was like, look, I run because I was running social media at the time in Cedar City.
Right.
I was doing social media for SU Outdoors.
I didn't
So I
know
think
that.
I came down
That's
and was
cool.
just like, hey, like I want to join your guys' team. I don't know if I was still doing it at that point, but I had just stopped doing it.
Okay.
Got it.
I was like, hey, I want to join the team. Like, I want to learn about hospitality. And we're in such I can say we now, but at the time, you guys were in such like a niche market, but also in everything.
Yeah.
There were so many different, we had revenue management, we had marketing, we had all this different stuff going on, social media.
E-bikes, hotels, vacation rentals.
Yeah, all of this stuff was happening. And I was like, hey, if there's a place for me to jump in and learn and grow, this is it. And I could just tell, from the first time I sat down in the bottom of the cliff rows, in the conference room, I was like, okay, these people this is my speed.
Yeah.
This is a little bit of everything that I want to do. So yeah. And then I came on and I think I talked to Dres and was just like, hey, this is what I do. This is what I can offer. I want to join the team. And I think I came on that summer as an intern at,
Yeah.
$10 an hour. And
Because I remember before you, because we didn't like ever sell social media, but it was like, we'll do your social media if we want to. It'd be funny for the listeners to go back
oh man,
on some of our accounts, unless you may have cleaned them up.
no, I think I left them for like preservation.
Yeah, so you could go back and like look at it. I remember Allie being like, what should I post today? And I would like, oh, I don't know. I'd look at the calendar and be like, oh, it's
Flag Day. Let's put
it's Flag Day. I think there was a Flag Day.
We had a lot of just like holiday generic, not even like a
we
picture
don't even
of the
post
property.
holidays anymore. Rarely,
Right, yeah, not
Yeah.
even a picture of the property with like an American flag or something.
It was just like an American
like
flag.
a picture of boots and like Veterans Day
Yeah, right.
It was bad.
And it
man.
would just say like Happy Veterans Day.
with no consistency either.
That's even how like Cliff Rose was, dude. Cliff Rose is one of our top performing properties,
Yeah.
and it was that way. I was
Yeah.
like, how are you guys functioning?
Our socials was not something that I had any confidence in or any understanding of, because at that
Yeah.
time I didn't have it either, right? So it's like I didn't even see if we
You
were
had no
or-
value. There was
Yeah.
no value there for you. Yeah.
So you took that over,
Mm-hmm.
and it probably was a while even before you actually started to have consistency.
Yeah, I think for the first like 6 months, maybe, because I started on right in May. I did 3 months out of the or in the office where I was doing
Yeah.
a little bit of everything, but like
Yeah.
occasionally would post on socials. Man, I don't even know what I did for my first 3 months of my internship. I couldn't tell you what I accomplished.
Well, it's because we would just have you do whatever came up that day.
That's true, yeah.
Do
'Cause
this, do
every
that,
intern's
follow this
job
person.
is to try and
Yeah.
track down hotels for cars for kids.
Yeah,
yeah,
And
that's
then
the truth.
so I did that. I was horrible at it. That was not my
yeah,
my
it's
cup
not
of
a
tea.
Kyle strong suit.
Emery's really good at it. And
Yeah,
loves
Emery
it.
was great.
Emery
at
was
it.
so good at it.
She loves it.
I hope she's listening to this one.
Shout out to Emery.
So yeah, that probably wasn't until 6 months in where we really sat down. We were like, okay, we need to start actually getting some social.
And it
stuff.
wasn't until EOS with the scorecard that we even
And
you probably just posted on the accounts that you enjoyed.
Yeah, ignored the ones I didn't like.
Yeah, and that were good, like the Cliff
100%.
Rose.
Yeah, we actually don't have any that we don't like.
Well, now we do.
At the
yeah,
time.
everybody now like.
That's fair. There's
Fantastic.
actually there's one. Yeah, but we don't work with them anymore.
But yeah, so it was just like, yeah, that's all I got.
So how do you think, how would you best explain the evolution from where we were to where we are now? And like you brought something really exciting to the table this year that I think has elevated our game
Yeah.
even more. So why don't you talk a little bit
we'll
about
talk
just
about
like
that.
what that trajectory looked like?
Okay. Yeah, so like we said, started out barely, bare minimum, doing absolutely nothing. To, let's post twice a month for an account or whatever it is. And then after growth video, really, which was what, last year?
Growth
Last
video
March.
was May of last
Oh, May.
year.
Yeah, I knew.
Yeah.
So I mean, literally in the
Those odd
last
months.
year, we have 10.
That's when it
we have
shifted.
10x'd.
Yeah.
100%. Grant Cardone, you can quote me on that. We
Yep.
have, Vibrant Management
Oh
has
man,
10x.
I mean, we've more than 10x. Like, think about the scorecard. What do you do? Like 36 posts a week
yeah,
and you've been doing that every week this year.
yeah.
How many?
And we
weeks
started the
have gone
scorecard
by?
last year too. So like for a year now.
I mean, my scorecard started at
Let's just do the
like
math on
15 or 16 accounts there posts.
yeah.
that. 36 posts a week. How many weeks do you think we're at? We're almost
At
halfway
least
through the year.
52.
I've made a lot of posts. We talked about this on our last episode. I've made a lot of posts.
That is 936 posts
Bang.
this year.
That's a
what's
big
up.
deal. Well, and
It's a
like
lot of
like you said,
posts.
we went to Growth Video. Who hosted that?
That was Think Media.
And who runs Think Media?
Sean Cannell.
That's right. Sean
Yeah, he
Cannell.
does.
Yeah,
Shout
Sean
out to
Cannell
Sean
does
Cannell.
that.
Shout out Sean Cannell.
So we went there, and that's when we were like, okay, we're gonna do video, and you were really pumped about that because
I
that's
love video.
your passion, right?
Yeah.
So, and then I think after we did that, that's when you're like, I'm gonna get a new phone,
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I invested in these. I bought my own phone.
as you should.
As I should. Yeah. I'm just-
Yeah, guys, I just did some crazy math. I took 936 posts and then did an average of 1,000 views per video, which we know is probably low, right?
yeah. I mean, if you take as far as an average goes, because
Well, the e-bike one has 6.3 million.
yeah, so
Yeah,
really
right,
that
like,
takes care of
That's an
everything.
outlier, right? But then, I mean, that is over almost
936,000 views.
So we're
But
probably
we know it's more than that.
so we're
right?
probably at least 7 million views.
I think I'll
over
bet it's
7
In
close.
total? Yeah.
I would bet the average is probably low.
Well, the
I'll
one
bet
has
we're probably
6
close to
million.
10 million.
It's
views.
kind of hard. It's hard to flex one video that has 6 million views as far as like my overall. It's cool to flex.
No,
it.
you can
It's
flex
cool
Yeah,
to
but we
flex.
have like
Yeah.
wildflower videos that have like 24,000.
That would be like
Yeah,
saying
we
the
have a
Nuggets
fun
can't
like
talk
that.
about their championship because they just have that one.
Well, they can't because they just have the one.
They just have the one, Cody. No, that's actually you're making a very fair point.
You know, like you had to, like all the things had to happen, and
Yeah.
all the work and all the consistency and all the reels
They had to die.
had to happen in order for one to pop off.
Yeah, it's true.
Now it's not like that doesn't necessarily mean you can do another 6 million view post, just like
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that the Nuggets are going to win another championship. But you can't take away the credit that you deserve for
Yeah.
putting in the work to do the thing to create the opportunity for 6 million eyeballs on a post.
Okay, so over under. Do you think we're over 10 or?
I bet it's over 10 million.
I'll bet it's over 10
in the last
Across-
year.
Well, then we
Yeah.
factor in it. Emery does 17 posts a week.
That's true. We're not even
Yeah.
counting her posts.
Yeah, so it's over 10 million. for
Yeah,
sure.
100%.
Absolutely.
That's impressive. That is an
Absolutely.
impressive number. Everybody, that's an impressive number. Okay.
Well, and really, like the takeaway for anyone listening to this is that all you have to do, truly, the dumb tagline of that conference, just press record,
Yeah.
is
God,
100% true. Like, there's such a video focus because video is the ultimate storytelling tactic. That's why we film this,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's the best way that you can tell a story. And the only thing about your brand is a story.
And what's amazing too is learning, like even just for me, as you've shown me little tips and tricks of like where to hold your phone, the settings, like you change those settings on my phone, I completely changed the quality of the videos I was able to get. And it isn't like it's a difficult or an overly skilled thing. Now there are skills, right? So you're better at it than I am. But no matter where you are in that spectrum of skill, it starts by just doing it.
Yeah, you just got to do it. I mean, the only
And really, you can just go to YouTube and search, how do I do this?
yeah,
Yeah.
the
Or you can
only
get a
reason
step-by-step by ChatGPT.
the only reason I am where I'm at, or even where that I started doing this exactly where I started, was because I've had years of experience.
Yeah.
Right.
And even like my phone, and like even my phone quality, like the quality of the content I'm shooting on my phone is 10 times the content of the quality I was shooting on my phone last year.
Isn't that
Oh,
amazing
yeah.
too that we've amassed well over 10 million views just from cell phone footage?
And it's actually incredible. And you think about all the people who aren't investing in their media presence
Yep.
because they can't afford to.
Yeah.
They think
And
they
it's
need
like-
like a red camera or as like
Well,
a
and
Sony
that was
mirrorless,
the other
you know,
thing at the
like-
conference too. They said like some of our best reels we just filmed on our phone.
We
Like,
watched that.
Yes.
Remember that Omar guy was like, "Look, we're gonna make a video on my phone right now.
Yeah.
Here's how to do it." And then he like
Yeah.
they cast his phone up there and like it was
Yeah,
awesome.
rips it. So it's
It
like
was great.
it's
because everyone has one of these,
everyone's got one in their pocket.
you know, and mine's old anyways, you know, and some of the content comes off of mine. And it's like my phone's like 2 years old or something, you
Yeah.
know, so it's like everyone has the capability of doing it, and it was amazing to see. So I think the two things that really created the storm of success was one, the scorecard.
Yeah.
Shout out to EOS, because then you knew you were held accountable every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh, sorry about that. I'll get it
Because
next
for
week.
sure before EOS, you absolutely miss posts
Oh, yeah.
every single week. I bet you if your success right now is 100%, I bet before EOS it was
It's
sub
over
50.
100%.
Yeah,
It actually is over if you consider like the amount of posts I'm doing. I'm doing more posts than I'm.
right.
Yeah.
And I bet you before the scorecard it was less than 50%
Yeah.
a week that we hit
Right.
doing
For
it,
sure.
right?
And it was like, oops.
Yeah. And it didn't there was no accountability, there was no visibility, and so now your beer seems light.
It's getting there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Mine's really light.
is yours late too?
Yeah, pretty light, dude.
Oh, wow. Impressive.
So it started with that, started with accountability and visibility.
Yeah.
And then, of course, as anything in life, as we did it, we just progressively got better. But I think what was really amazing this year, because what happened is, like, it was all of us. Like, if you look at our content, in fact, we pulled up
Oh,
the
man.
dwellings the other day, and it's
Oh, yeah.
hilarious because it's like my dogs, my dad, my kids. Like, it was just
You.
us, you know? And so
That's the Aiden. That's the Aiden family Instagram.
family's all up in
Basically,
there.
yeah.
And so it was like, God, we need to have something that's different. And so your whole strategy this year was really UGC.
Yeah.
And so you want to talk a little bit about that and then how you put that together and even talk about the shift from influencers to UCG and also like all like the lack of success we did have
Yeah.
with influencers versus what we have now, just like that whole landscape.
Yeah. Okay. So Cody's talking about UGC, which is user generated content. And really it kind of came up in the last, I mean, it's been around, right? It's authentic guests coming and staying at your property and filming their experience and then just sharing that footage with you, right? Or making reels and collaborating with you or whatever that looks like. And a lot of people like to steer away from influencers, right? I like to steer away from influencers. I'm not and no shade to them, right? Like a lot of them are really great. They just tend to want more for a little less.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a fair trade, right? I don't really care about your numbers.
Well, there's no guidelines. The goalposts move every time.
Yeah. And so I don't really care about their numbers. What I care about is how I can repurpose that content. And
Yeah.
I don't really like sharing that content. Now, if there's influencers out there who do, please let me know. I'm happy to work with you, happy to send you really cool properties. However, what we found is that user-generated content creators, UGC creators, and you can just search them up and find them, but they're going to be in the lower range of the quote-unquote influencer range, right? They're trying to create media. A lot of them don't even have that many followers. Like, we had one that had 500 followers who was like, hey, here's some of my photos and stuff that I've done. I'd love to come stay at your property. And we did it. And I read up a contract in collaboration with the property, right? We expect, and a lot of the time, I think our generic contract is like, we want 20 photos, 4 reels, 2 of which are in collaboration with us. And you have 30 days to deliver that. And I'm very flexible. Like, I'm willing to work with people, figure out what we want. But really, like, the purpose of that is that we then are in charge of that content, right? We get full ownership of that. And that is infinitely more valuable than a story post or a post that somebody can put up that they can take down the road. The goal is...
and just having the parameters at all. Because before, influencers would come and stay, and it's like...
And I think that was on us, right?
Yeah, of course it was
that was on us because we weren't sending out a contract.
That's what I want to share is, like, that was our fault. Because we were just like, oh, they got 200,000 followers. Like, let's give them a free night. Yeah, and then we never even talked about what we're going to get.
Buy 200,000 followers, right? Like, there's no vetting.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
And like, so, and that's the other big thing, right? Is that, like, we were missing out on all of this content. And this happened with one of our properties, the Cliff Rose, where we're giving away, we'll go light with it, but we're giving away $250,000 a year worth of rooms. And we're getting those story posts and we're getting that, the clout via LA. But like, that clout isn't coming with any extra benefits. Yeah. And we needed those benefits, right? And we've obviously now since changed the direction
there was just no intent with it, right?
There wasn't. And I think it really was just like, hey, you have a lot of followers, make us look good. We'll, like,
totally.
That's it. Not make us look good, we make you look good or anything like that. There was no back and forth. It was just like, please make a story post about us. Please.
Yeah. Just today, you showed me the pictures from Wildflower and Cougar Ridge. Who was that group that did that?
A couple of Italian brothers came out from the Dolomites, and they shot just absolutely phenomenal.
I mean, their pictures were absolutely
some of the
amazing.
best I've ever seen of the state, and they happened to be at our property.
To get that content, because that's what you need, right? Like, that was our problem in the beginning. We didn't have any content because the properties hadn't invested in it, and we didn't have, like, the understanding of how to do it ourselves. Yeah. Right. We hadn't started doing that yet. And so we didn't have anything to run. So it was like all just the same post, just the generic stuff. Right. And then now, like, the content that you just got from those Italian brothers, those pictures are amazing.
I mean, it's the best things we've ever had. And I mean, genuinely, to pay for that content,
at 2,500 plus, 2,500 to 5,000
plus,
for
sure, easy. Yep. I mean, and on top of that, it's not like we would fly them over from Italy.
Of course not.
No.
Yeah.
Like, the content they got for us was absolutely incredible. I can't wait to share it with you guys. But, like, just
and even consider, maybe you can talk
charts
about how you found them or how we started working with them.
Well, man, they reached out to us,
right?
That's one of the things is, like, people are if your property. I don't want to, like, if your property is worth showing, right? People are going to reach out. We have people all the time who are reaching out. Yeah. And we've made it easy now for them to reach out and talk to us, and because we're active on social media, right? They see our posts going up weekly. They know somebody's in those DMs.
Yeah.
It's me. I'm in the DMs.
Yeah. Are people sliding into your DMs?
People are sliding into the property's DMs, yes. And I just send them a link. They're like, hey, we want
to. Cody learned the word yeet recently.
Yeah, that's a new one for him.
I've only used it twice in the past week, and each time it's been stellar.
Cody also learned what doing the gritty is.
Yeah, I actually thought it was the giddy.
I actually knew what it was the whole time. I just thought it was the giddy.
This is not accurate.
And even now, I'll still stand by the giddy sounds cooler than the gritty.
No, giddy is an emotion.
Yeah, you're giddy. Like, I'm giddy to be here.
That's wrong.
Well, obviously, we now know in America that words can have many meanings.
Let's not dive off that train.
It's not this type of podcast.
Yeah.
Other people do that.
All right, back to the main point here. So people are reaching out to us now, right? People want to work with us. And that's fantastic. That makes my job infinitely easier. When you guys give me the task of, like, go find an influencer, I'm like, oh.
Well, even when you started, because I think your rock in the first quarter was creating a UGC contract.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking like, nah, I don't know what we're going to get out of that. Like, I just didn't know how much we could really get from it. And it's been amazing. The content that we've got, like even because I was just talking to Hunter about Greater Zion e-bikes, and it's like of the last 12 posts, our hands down best one was one of our UGC creators who did one of the collabs.
One of the collaborated.
You know, and it was probably 9 times what our average posts were in viewership previous to that, right?
Yeah.
And so it was like, wow, this is really working. And having the contract for the first time ever to really have the confidence for our clients, like when we're saying like, yes, we're going to get this influencer or this creator to come stay.
Yeah.
Like I definitively know there's a return associated with that stay. Where other times it's kind of a gamble.
It was like, hey, we think it's worth a shot.
Yeah.
Now it's like, hey, if you're not doing this, you're missing out on free content.
Yeah,
You give up.
now, even if they don't get us views from their content,
At least we get it.
We're getting content.
Yeah.
Which we can then use.
Well, like
to
the
get
stuff
views.
the Italian brother sent us is all website worthy.
Oh, that's what I was thinking too.
Website, it's magazine, where like it's all fantastic, and thankfully, like we have the rights to that now. Like,
Right.
And that was the
so
trade.
if they shut down their accounts, we still have the media. Right?
That was the trade, right? It's like, hey, we will give you guys. We put them up at Wildflower for 2 or 3 nights.
Our content folder at this point is ridiculous.
It's
it's gotta be exploding.
It's ridiculous.
Time to upgrade that box storage.
Yeah, for real.
Hey, shout out box.com if you want to
Jump on it.
You know, you want to be one of our sponsors, let us know.
Yeah, for real.
Dropbox sucks.
Dropbox sucks. So is WeTransfer. I don't like WeTransfer.
I don't mind WeTransfer.
Actually, that's how I got all the Italians photos, so I'm excited.
Screw
Take
you,
it back.
WeTransfer.
The Febreze.
Take it back.
It's
It's also how we get some of our content.
Fabbris.
My man.
Which
Wudon.
it's like in.
Wudon.
Have you guys seen the other guys?
Who's that?
Yeah, Wudon's.
Wait, the movie, The Other
Yeah,
Guys?
have you seen the movie The Other Guys?
With Mark
like,
Wahlberg?
Yeah, he's like, should we call ourselves the Febreze brother because it's just feeling
feels
so
so
fresh? Well, the Italian boy's last name, I believe, I'm obviously butchering this, but it's spelt Febreze. Fabbris.
That's not how Febreze is spelled.
Well, if you sounded it out, Fabbris probably. I don't know.
Febreze.
I can't say it, but anyways, it looks like Febreze. Leave me alone. Febreze brothers.
He's not a math guy or a speller. I
I'm
can't
just a
spell
guy.
either,
I'm just
to be
here.
Clear.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Cody notoriously cannot spell.
It's overrated.
Anyway, so UGC, these poor bastards on the ride for this coming along on
What do
this
you mean? That's great
podcast.
content.
No, it's fantastic. I'm just saying we can't stay on track to save our lives.
Speaking of which,
Yeah. Oh, you need another?
well, I mean, if we're going to celebrate your last day, then it seems appropriate.
Let me crack
Spencer
mine.
is actually just drinking distilled water. I think that we talked
I
about.
want to tell them about their.
Well, I think we talked about my cleanse on this podcast.
With on the
Hey,
Richard
real quick,
Reservations podcast.
real quick. Can I get the? Could you move your bottle, please?
For sure.
Shoot,
Oh.
Kyle.
I didn't shake it.
He likes his beer shaken.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and hit this for you.
That was good.
You
Be sure to watch on
timestamp
YouTube. So you can watch.
That's going to be a social media clip for sure.
I'll kick that one open. Let me go ahead and drink my.
Yeah, go ahead and crack yours there, big dog. Show the camera, man. Get the spin off.
Spencer is doing a 10-day parasite cleanse, which I had just completed about a month ago. He's on day 1.
It's hard. I'm struggling today. I'm tired.
Sadly for him, we also went to Red Fort, which is a great Indian restaurant here in St. George. for Kyle's
Fantastic.
last
That's
day.
one of my
Food
favorite
ever,
places.
My favorite restaurant.
And then we splurged and got the high-end PBR beer, so Spencer's really missing out.
Yeah.
That checks
It's
out.
also it's harder to do the podcast in the afternoon.
We've said that before.
Yeah, my mind is not nearly as clear or as focused.
Do you guys normally hit it Friday mornings, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's like we
it's
have a whole
much
runway
easier.
of week to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah, it's much harder.
Yeah.
But obviously, for those listening, this is a killer podcast.
This is fantastic.
Well, it always is, actually.
Okay, so we get UCG, and you've got the contracts, and now we've really got, which was important too, because you were leaving.
We should
right?
also say, like, for people who want our UGC contract, just email us. We'll send it to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, for
Repurpose
sure.
it.
Absolutely.
And we
Yeah.
just use
For whatever you
DocuSign. DocuSign's like, what did we end up paying now? $30 a month for unlimited sends, I think.
Yeah,
Oh,
You've
did we
done
just
so
upgrade
many.
that?
Yeah, because I had
On
one
yours
too.
email?
No, we did on his.
Oh,
Well, because he
great.
did like the free trial for 5 cents.
Oh, okay.
And then after that, we realized it was cheaper.
It was like a
just
week's worth,
upgrade.
and I sent a bunch of
Oh,
contracts during
that's
that
great.
week.
Okay, cool. I didn't know we did.
It was
we did that.
cheaper
That's
Yeah,
to
we're unlimited
upgrade mine than each have
Than
one.
each,
So
yeah.
Yeah, that's way better.
But yeah, so we just
Cool.
use DocuSign. It's like $30. We'll send you the contract template. It really is just an incredible. I mean, what we've been able to get, and to speaking to you leaving, with you going to Ogden, you wouldn't have had the availability to be able to get your own content as frequently as you were.
Yeah.
And so this was like really an important move as we go virtual, and also as we're just growing as a company. You know, we've got properties in Washington State,
Yeah, I can't go to all these properties.
Oregon State, Nevada,
Illinois.
Utah, Illinois, Florida. Did I leave anyone off?
No, did you got
Arizona.
Washington and Oregon?
Did you hit New Mexico already?
Arizona, New Mexico.
Mexico's-
So we're in 9 states now. So it's like we have to have the ability to create content in ways where
Yeah.
we're not there.
Yep.
Well, this is the best way to do that for sure. I think the other thing too, and I spoke to this last time I was on the podcast, is like I am a creative. However, I can only create so much for so many people,
Totally.
and all our clients deserve
Yeah.
to have fresh new content all
Yeah.
the time. I think I said those exact words. Like,
Yeah.
it's so important to keep it fresh and new and engaging. And I can only do so much, man.
With new people, new faces,
Yeah,
new
man.
perspectives, new adventures.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I go to a
Same
property.
the
I have
thing,
my
too.
favorite spots. I have my favorite place to shoot. I know this looks good. I know when this looks good. You know, and I
Yep.
go there and I just like bang, 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 bang. I shoot out all the content,
Yep.
and then I start uploading. I'm like, oh man, that looks the exact same as last week's post. Like I
Well,
screwed that up.
And as
Yeah.
Spencer said too, different people interacting, right? So you got to
Yeah.
show all these different demographics of people who can come.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so hard when we're just trying to all bootstrap it ourselves.
Yeah.
Totally.
Because we've all been in the, I mean, you guys have been on Mojave Edge. Like,
We are the stars of
speaking
Mojave.
of which,
Gosh.
you know what we should have done?
Mhm.
That was nice.
We're slick with it.
Yeah.
We should set up a golf trip for Mesquite and do a Mojave Edge content day of golf.
Yeah,
Should-
you don't have to
hey,
twist my arm.
Should we do
I'll put that in Trello.
a
right
giveaway with a podcast guest or somebody who listens to the podcast religiously and take them golfing with us?
now. Oh yeah.
I know that this is very off the cuff. Cody's looking at me like, "What have you done, Kyle?" It's
Well,
such a
it's
good
just
idea,
like,
but like, ugh.
Who's going to get to St. George and golf with us? Because our listeners are all
No,
over
let's
the
just
world.
say that first person to
They are
DM me
all
on
over the
LinkedIn and say you heard this, listen to it. We're
you
not
wanna
going
go
to take care
golfing.
of any accommodations. We're not going to fly you here. But if you're in the area, you could come check out one of our hotels maybe.
We will put you up in one of our properties for
There we
one
go.
night, and we'll take you
One
either
night.
to golf or to lunch, whatever thing. you
Whatever
like
works
more.
for you.
There we go. All you have to do is DM me on LinkedIn.
There
But
it is.
let's go to Mesquite and do golf. I'm wondering what I was trying to do is see if there's a way to work that in for you because you'll be down next week for the hospitality show. But
we could hit it like Monday afternoon,
I'm going to put this in Trello right
Monday
now. It has to
and
be
Monday
done.
evening. I have a haircut at 3. We could just boogie down to Mesquite after that and golf, and then
the
stay.
thing is, then if we do that, oh my god,
Well, we could do it Tuesday morning because
Never mind.
no, wait, we could do it Tuesday morning.
We could hit it Tuesday morning on our way to the.
if we want to leave earlier than what we're
Yeah.
scheduled to leave now,
That's
yeah.
what we should do.
You guys want to do that?
Let's go golf.
Absolutely.
Cool. Rip-
Because then we can go golf and then we can go
Plus, it won't be
because
as hot.
check-in goes all day.
Yeah.
It's
and we
45
don't-
minutes.
We
to
don't have to
Mesquite.
do all the back of house tours either.
No, and we can't
Those would
drop
be
off
cool,
our
but-
luggage until 4.
Let's do it. Okay, so
We're
then
going golfing. Vibrant goes golf. We'll be sure to make a YouTube video for this. Or
Okay.
not,
Oh, we absolutely should. I can bring
YouTube
my,
or
so can you guys leave earlier
we'll
that
throw
day?
the GoPro on too.
Yes.
We'll bring it all. Yeah, dude. I'll be at your house.
Yeah, bring the GoPro and the stick.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
we'll throw the stick in the back of the golf cart.
Okay.
my
I'm
DJI
already
one if you want that.
Okay, yeah,
your gimbal. That'd be fun.
we'll book it. We'll book it tomorrow. Then we'll go golf, and that'll be great for Mojave Edge. We
Yeah,
get a bunch
that'd
of
be really
content
cool
for
for
it.
Mojave.
Content.
That's extremely exciting.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's really exciting. They
That
need it
happened
too.
live.
Yeah, you're welcome, everybody. You just witnessed
This is like,
greatness.
if you want to know what it looks like to plan content, you just heard it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's as easy as that. And then you can go back and watch the content and see how it turned out.
Yeah. Yeah. You also want to know about how marketing ideas work. We're giving away a free round of golf.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And-
come on
and
down,
a-
hang
and
out
a
with
hotel
us.
night stay. It's just
that's 4
Is
hours.
this going to
Absolutely.
be out before that trip though? We'll probably have to do a different one with.
this won't be out before we go to
No,
Mesquite,
that
but-
we'll do that golf here anyways.
Yeah,
Because then we'll
that's
put them
true,
up
yeah.
somewhere here and golf here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a great point.
So, what other takeaways would you have for the audience on social media?
Consistency is key, but just figure out what is consistent for you, right? Like if.
Yeah, we talked about it before because Gary Vee says like post 7 times a
Yeah,
day.
Gary Vee wants you posting 7
That's
times a
a
day
ton.
on 8 different platforms, right?
Yeah.
Like you need to post 7 times, 8 different platforms all day, every day. If not, he says fuck you. Like that's bloop, bleep. You know.
Kyle, this editing gets harder and harder.
But that's what Gary says, right? He's like, if you're not doing this, then like you're not worth my time. Why are you even talking to me?
Yeah.
But it's like, all right, let's be realistic here. We're all trying to run businesses. We're all trying to accomplish multiple things. If I had to post,
And you don't want to drown out your followers.
if I had to
either.
post across 15 accounts if every one of our properties had 7 accounts each, and I had to post 7 times on each of those accounts, like I can't.
Oh,
I'm not a
that's-
mask guy, but that's impossible.
I really
For-
feel like
for one
2
person.
to 3 times a week is that sweet spot.
Someone needs to come out. They may need to make a software platform that can take one video from CapCut and send it everywhere.
There were ones that
They probably
existed.
exist.
anymore.
We did. You know, it's funny. I just thought about this just now. The first social media person we had, was that,
Was that Emily?
or it was Megan before? Megan ran our social media for a while.
Megan Nadent.
My wife, Megan, was our first social media hire.
That's incredible.
Yeah. And she like found some like app that would like get you followers at nighttime.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
follow on follow.
and like she would do the post, and that was like totally out, like that's not her creative space. And then we had Emily. So Emily was a real creator.
Yeah, Emily's great.
And she was a micro influencer. And so at that time, that stretch of time, our socials are really good. And then COVID is when that came to an end. So from when she left at COVID until probably November, I bet we hardly did anything, like no posts whatsoever.
Yeah, COVID
And then-
was a dead space for sure.
And then
Right.
Allie started in November of that year. So that's when she started it. So then Allie would have done socials from November until May. So Allie ran the social. So there was probably a good 13, 14 months where we literally did like nothing.
You know what's crazy though too is at that point we had 5 properties.
Well, yeah, and that's what's crazy.
The growth
is our,
that Vibrant has experienced.
Yeah, because we
yeah, it's
From
insane.
simply starting this podcast, growing a video, like all of that has been absolutely astonishing. You guys should speak to that because I think that's a true testament to. And I know you guys do all the time, but like
Well,
that is a
without
true
this-
testament to the growth of your company if you're willing to invest in media.
without this, we're not in Illinois, we're not in New Mexico, we're not in Oregon.
No.
Like there's so many places we wouldn't be had we not started. And also there's clients even within like Utah Luxury Tours.
we wouldn't be talking to Sean.
A
Campbell.
big part of why Utah Luxury Tours signed up with us is because he was watching all of our clients' content that we were doing.
Yep.
And he was like, man, Vibrant's really doing it.
Yeah, well, because when we originally
stepped
worked
up.
with them, it was like it was me doing the occasional post and like, oops, I forgot last week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And so it really has been amazing to see what's happened with that intentional growth. And because when you started 2 years ago, I bet we had less than 10 clients.
Easy. I think we had, like I said, I think we had like 7.
Yeah.
What's the running total now? Lumping in Zaz.
Now it's at like it's around 40.
I was gonna say I think it's 40.
Yeah, you can blame this dog right here for
Yeah.
just getting after it.
Yeah, it's somewhere.
I was gonna bark.
You were
but then
gonna bark. I saw you pull back.
Barks.
Yeah, that's right. You
I don't
do it.
bark.
You got to do it.
Come on,
No,
dude.
you got to do it.
Are you a dog or not?
There he is.
I love it. He's a
I
dog.
often send Cody and Breck a picture of a dog. He's licking his chops while the food's getting dropped in front of him.
I'm ready to go.
yeah, it's
Put me on it.
Oh,
it,
yeah,
it
it's
is
a
pretty
hungry dog.
amazing. I mean, that conference really did change things and shifted so much for our trajectory, and so and also then for me as an individual, right? Because I
Yeah.
didn't have social media.
Yeah, you were
until
anti.
that. Yeah, anti social media.
Yeah, for all of us. I mean, think about that. Like that conference changed the trajectory of Vibrant so much that I would be willing to bet if we hadn't gone to that conference, we wouldn't even have half of our employees.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, you and me riding your bike every day for a year. All
No,
that
that's
started
true, yeah.
after we joked around, said press record
we wouldn't have-
1,000 times.
We wouldn't have
Yeah.
Brian as a client. We wouldn't have 505. We wouldn't have Powder Mountain. We wouldn't have Zaz. We wouldn't have Illinois. We wouldn't have
I mean,
Yeah.
there is a laundry list. You can literally subtract subtract 7 from 40, and everyone else.
Correct.
I'm not going to do that math, but everyone else.
That's
33. Thank you. 43.
Man's a couple
It's 43.
beer deep,
No, it's
so,
33.
Yeah.
No, I'm fine. But yeah, if you just take that now, I mean, that's an incredible amount of people to pull in a year.
Yeah, it really.
And to sustainably grow with them.
It really is amazing. And even when Spencer said he wanted to start the podcast and another one of our rocks, I remember thinking like, good luck, dude. like, I don't know how
Good
that's going
luck.
to work or who's going to listen or what the relevance is going to be. But luckily for us, there's not very many people in hospitality doing this. You know,
Yeah.
because we were looking it
Next
up
to
on
no
our
one.
content day, and didn't you say like one of the top 6 shows or whatever hadn't done a episode since 2021 or something like that?
Shoot, I'll look it up right now. I'd love to have him on the podcast. That'd actually be way fun.
Do
But
like
the top hospitality podcast in the U.S. had not posted since last year.
You know, so we're really fortunate that no one else is in this space because it's Bitech, all the Bitech stuff wouldn't have happened without
Yeah,
this.
that's true.
You know, so it's like we're so fortunate to have started it, and now that we just do it with such consistency as we do with all things.
Yeah, the Hotel Talk. Hotel
Yeah.
Talk has not posted since November 21st.
How
of
many total
2022.
episodes have they done?
Go
Go to the bottom.
It's interesting.
10.
Oh,
It's interesting.
how'd they get at the top?
I don't
Because
know.
it's called Hotel.
It's interesting what you're able to accomplish with consistency. I think that's one of the biggest takeaways.
Hotel
Absolutely.
Analyst publishes regularly. They just put something up on Thursday. They had another one that went up June 3rd. This actually could be a cool one to collaborate with.
Well, okay, Hotel Analysts. What's good?
Slide those DMs.
For some reason, they title their episodes really weird. Hotel Analyst Podcast, 3 June. There's no spaces.
Oh,
in
yeah,
any of
that's
this.
not helping them.
No,
How
gotta
many
get 'em
episodes
on.
do they have?
212.
What do you think their
Hitters.
growth is?
212 is a lot of podcasts.
I have heard about this high occupancy one, but high occupancy hasn't posted since October of last year. And never mind, they only have 12 episodes.
Yeah, so look, if you're searching, there's one more. Do one more, because then we've read all the top 4 that you can see like on iTunes.
Insights for Hotelier. They publish in March.
For
Yeah.
hotelier?
March was their last one. How many episodes? 49.
49.
And
then
what are
there's
we
ours. This is episode 31.
You guys just gotta really.
We got to
really
do something
again,
cool for 52.
Oh,
50 as well.
52, because that'd be a year.
that'd be a year.
Oh.
But we skipped some episodes. Remember, there are some weeks there was like that 3-week lull where we just
Yeah,
didn't
but
do
still,
anything.
52.
Yeah, but it's a year's worth of
52
podcasts.
is, yeah,
Yeah,
years.
that's true.
That's
Yeah.
the number, you know?
We'll have Sean Cannell on again.
We've done enough for Sean Cannell. It's time for him to do something for us.
We've done enough.
He is. He's
You
coming
guys think
on.
we're getting on Grow with Video 2024?
Yeah, we're your first.
That'll be fun. I
We're
can't
going
wait
to
to go
find
to
out
that.
on the podcast.
We're gonna ask him live,
Of
just like we did
course.
Big Rich.
Has he done the dates
Big
yet
Rich?
for the 2024
He just
one?
he did
Oh,
a
yeah.
little teaser. We're doing it in 2024. For everyone watching or listening, you should sign up growthvideolive.com. In fact, Mallory, if you want to pull that up, growthvideolive.com has a wait list on it. There's no dates, but I think
I'm sure
it's
it'll be in Vegas again because
I-
that's where they're based out of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to say it's right across the street from a certain place.
I lied. Our internet has been down all day, so
Oh,
Yep.
Fwomp, fwomp,
thanks TDS. You're
fwomp.
doing real good.
Thanks a lot, TDS.
This episode is not brought to you by TDS.
Shout out to InfoWest.
Info West. I got
sucks.
South Central. It's fantastic.
It's probably time to wrap this one up. We're a little.
I mean,
long
yeah,
in the
we've
tooth on this
been
one.
cooking.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's end it. This is gonna be amazing. So we usually give like 3 or 4 tips. We're gonna do 3 tips for social media that we did not prepare for.
There we go.
So everyone has to go off the cuff.
Okay.
And who's gonna go first? Okay, so that's me. The 3, you guys. That's a
Oh
disadvantage.
wait, are
for
you doing?
guys.
Are you doing 3
No, it's
tips?
good.
No, I'm gonna do 1.
I'm gonna
you'll
go
do 2.
second
Yeah,
because
you-
you'll do
good.
3.
Yeah,
that's
obviously
perfect,
clockwise.
I'm good.
But you guys
Obviously.
acted like going first was a disadvantage. Going first is the advantage.
Because you can say whatever the hell you
Exactly.
want.
You guys got to follow up.
It's good.
Okay.
I'm not even worried.
3, make sure you look good because we're going to be on camera. Not you. The 3 tips that you need to do for your social media accounts. Tip number 1, grow with video. Just press record. Reels are where it's at. Instagram wants to compete in the space with TikTok. So make sure you don't have to only post
Guys,
reels because you
taking
can do
all of 'em.
Hey, dude. I'm ripping my stuff right now. You don't have to just do reels. You can do carousels. You can do stills, but make sure that reels are the majority of your content.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I thought so.
All right. Here we go. This is my tips.
Make sure you say the whole thing so we can get the cut.
This is for the cut.
Oh, this is for the cut. Okay,
Yeah.
so the top 3 tips that I have for you, really, I'm gonna hit one hard. Is
Hold on. We're going
you
to start that again.
Yeah, you just gotta do tip
you're
number
gonna do
2.
Tip number 2. is
oh,
what
I'm
we're
doing 2. I thought you did 3. I was
Yeah,
doing.
no,
Okay,
no.
cool. So tip number 2 is it's kind of a 3-parter. So you're gonna go slow, simple, and steady. So when you shoot your content, I want it vertical format. This is for your reels. Vertical format. You're gonna shoot it. You're gonna shoot it slow, right? A nice slow pan. You're gonna make it simple, right? Don't go crazy. You're not a cinematographer. You're not a gimbal. You're nothing crazy. And then steady, like I just said, you're not a gimbal. Just walk easy, take her slow. Crank that the frames per second up. That'll steady out your content. Slow, simple, steady.
Bang. All right. Tip number 3. You all ready for this one? Tip number 3 is invest in recycling your content and diversify your platforms. Specifically, YouTube Shorts has been very slept on, and it's something that's actually worked out really well for us.
Yeah.
And it's something we're going to start doing with a couple properties to test. But we really believe YouTube is trying to make a big push in a response to Instagram Reels and TikTok. And it's actually where we've gotten some of our best views just for this podcast.
And if you already have the content, why not put it on those different
Repurpose it.
platforms?
Yeah, absolutely. Recycle your content.
Okay, so tip number 1, focus on Reels. Tip number 2, slow, steady,
Simple.
simple. Tip number 3, repurpose your content. Might as well put on as many platforms as you can. I don't think LinkedIn gets enough love either.
No, I do put some of our stuff on LinkedIn though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd say as like a whole, I think that's probably a missed opportunity. I guess it's tough because like we wouldn't necessarily put the hotels on it, but for like us marketing ourselves.
Yeah, but if you're a corporate retreat type of venue, you could do really
Yeah,
well.
that's true.
It's true.
Okay, well, you want to? Is there anything else? Oh, so we're going to be at the hospitality show next week.
Yep.
So we
Yeah,
will
come
be
see us.
in
By the
Vegas.
time this publishes, this will be hospitality show come and gone.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, then won't talk about it, but we'll be there.
Yep. Hope to see
Anything
you guys
else
there.
that's relevant to let the audience know before we dip out for the day?
Just send your condolences to Kyle for not being in the
Kyle,
office
we're going to
anymore.
miss you.
I know.
I'll
We'll miss you.
I'm gonna miss the office.
We will
I'll miss
work
you guys.
more and be more productive, but it will
Infinitely.
be less fun.
For
No
sure.
doubt about that.
I'm gonna get so much more done. It'll be impressive.
Okay, well, you started it, so send us out.
Oh, I gotta. What am I giving us a rating?
No,
No.
just like say goodbye.
Hey, bye guys. I hope I see you soon.
No, give them one of your what's your tagline?
Oh, I got you. All right. Wait, what is my
What's up, gang? See you tomorrow. Isn't that what you say?
Yeah, y'all keep her moving. I'll see you tomorrow.
See?